Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel, and Matchday vlogs are back. Bristol City take on Blackpool Football Club. I've got the team news on here. If you want to check out my preview, you can do so. Just click on the icon just above the comment section and it will take you to the videos. Click on the Blackpool versus Bristol City match preview, and you can find out what I think about the match over there. So I have to get these wide headphones, it's a bit of a mess. But as I said, team news is on here, and here is our Bristol City line up. Dan Bentley in goal and is the captain of the team. I'm very happy with that. Zach Viner on the right hand side as a right back. It looks like we're playing in a 4-2-3-1 with a double pivot in the middle. Zach Viner on the right, Baker and Atkinson. Now that's interesting. In pre-season it was normally Atkinson and Callas. Callas is on the bench. That's very interesting. So two left-footed centre backs as the centre backs. It's interesting to see how they play there. This Jada Silva obviously is the left back. Now the middle two was also quite interesting. Matty James, who was a mainstay in the team in pre-season, plays, our new signing, and Andy King. So all three new signings are playing for Bristol City. Andy King, Matty James and Rob Atkinson in there. Andy King, obviously very experienced alongside Matty James, both teammates. Interesting to see how they line up as well. And now three off the front. This is very interesting. Andy Vyman, I think, will play on the right. Alex Scott. That's interesting. I'm happy. I'm very happy for him. How is he going to cope in a very big in the top level? Really, in the first team, I am not too sure. He impressed in pre-season a lot, and I'm obviously very happy for him. How's he going to cope? I am not too sure. Let's see. And then Callum O'Dowda off the left. No Antoine Semenyo because he's injured. No Joe Williams as well. He's on the bench. And then Chris Martin up top. I would have suspected it would have been Naki Wells, but Chris Martin did lead the team, I think, against Pompey. He was the captain, so kind of understand why he has gone, why Nigel Pearson has gone with Chris Martin up top. How is he going to cope with himself on his own? No Naki Wells. Obviously, when we were really good last season, which is very rare, it was Chris Martin and Naki Wells really doing well, or Martin and Jeju. How is Chris Martin going to cope on his own? Let's see. On the bench, it's Max O'Leary, obviously, Danny Simpson as a backup right back, Thomas Gatton as the backup centre back, Williams as the backup in the double pivot, Palmer as a backup 10, Sam Bell as a backup winger, and Naki Wells as a backup striker. So we've got nice little variety on the bench. Now, what I'm concerned about is the lack of leadership, because at the back especially, unless Andy King and Matty James do take control and organise it, I can't really see how we do there. And even if they do try and lead it, they're not centre back, so they don't particularly know how to organise them. It's quite young defence as well. Zach Viner, he's quite young. Atkinson is young. Jada Silva's very young. Only Nathan Baker in there with some real experience. He's about 29, isn't he? So it's not that old even. Not that old even. Alex Scott, happy for him. Great, well done to him. Hopefully for him and hopefully for Bristol City fans, he can do very well, because, to be honest, he's deserved it. So I think Nigel Pearson's got his team somewhat fine. No Nudge in the matchday squad. Is he off? Potentially, probably. Encouraging to see Dan Bentley as the captain. In an interview yesterday, Nigel Pearson said that it was likely to be one of the players who did captain our pre-season games with either Martin, Bentley or Callas, which are probably our leaders, to be fair. So, yeah, so that's the Bristol City team news. Here is the Blackpool team news in front of me. Chris Maxwell in goal, of course. Conley, Keogh and Husband. Now that seemed like a back three. Obviously Richard Keogh's a new signing. Callum Conley as well is a new signing. That's the three. Centre backs. Husband will probably play on the left hand side, sorry. Garbett looks like the left wing back. James looks like the right wing back. So James obviously a new signing. So three new signings so far. Chris Maxwell is the captain by the way. And I just found out that Jamie Patterson's starting for Swansea. Interesting. Anyways, that's about Blackpool. Grant Ward and CJ Hamilton, I think, are going to be the middle two. Probably sitting, kind of going forward. I'm not too sure how they play, so let's just say they're sitting. Let's just say they're sitting for now. And Keshi Anderson is the number 10 position. John Jules and Jerry X, of course, is starting for the Tangerines. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure about. I'm not seeing Ward, Hamilton, or John Jules or Keshi Anderson play. I know quite a lot about Maxwell, Conley, Richard Keogh, Garbett, James, and Yates. That's all I really know about. So 6 of the players. I'll keep that. I'll take that. And then on the bench, Grimshaw's the backup goalkeeper. I think he's signed from Manchester City. Casey's the backup centre back. The ex-Leeds United player. I think he signed on a permanent. I'm not sure. Ekpieta. I think he started in the playoff final. Antwi, Sonny Carey, Josh Bowler from Everton can play on the wing, can play as a number 10. If Blackpool want to switch to maybe a 4-3-3 or 3-4-3, they can just put Bowler in, be quite decent. And Shane Lavery as well. So, much more tactical than maybe a Bristol City bench, but maybe that could win the game for Blackpool. We'll see. I'd say that we have a bit of a stronger bench just because we have a bit more experience and we do have a bit more quality in there as well. So, interesting to see how Blackpool play. I'll find out, I suppose, in 37 minutes' time. But that's team news from both teams. I'll see you at half-time. And hopefully Bristol City are winning 5-0, because that's completely realistic, isn't it? So, yeah, I'll see you guys at half-time. Hopefully City are doing well. And, yeah, first matchday vlog of the season. I will be there at Swansea, if you haven't heard, by the way. I won't be there for the 3 away games. I mean, sorry, I'm not going to Middlesbrough to watch a City game. I mean, I would love to, but I can't. I just can't. But, you know, yeah. We'll see. So I'll see you at half-time. Hello there and welcome back. Half-time. Bristol City 1, Blackpool 0. We are winning a game of football. What is going on? Was the last time we won a professional game in the league was Birmingham away. I think when we beat Karanka. I think that might have been the last time we won. Last time we got a draw, I think, was Forest 0-0. So, very happy with that. I mean, fully deserved, in my opinion. We were on top of Blackpool. We were aggressive. We've been showing our quality at times. Andy King's been superb. I doubted that. He's been superb. Alex Scott's been brilliant, just being that 10, just rotating. He's been nice. And Chris Martin obviously got the goal. Very, very, very good performance from Bristol City. The goal came about. Andy King picked up the ball on the right-hand side, kind of like on the edge of it, but a bit further away. Pinged it right to the back post. What a ball by Andy King. And Chris Martin's there, completely unmarked, and he's not missing that. Right on the verge of half-time. We have dominated this game. Andy King, I think midway through the first half, missed a free header, which should have stuck away, really. But we got the goal. That's why we're here. So, I'll see you at full-time. Hopefully Bristol City can win. If we can, that'd be great. 2-1. I'll still stick with my 2-1. I think we're still kind of sceptic at the back. Blackpool have had a few chances going forward. Not many shots, but a few chances. going forward. But I'll see you full time when we hopefully are 5 up. Great. God, imagine my shock. Bristolcity 1, Blackpool 1. A goal from Lavery right at death, about 15 seconds left. It's not a joke. I mean, if this is what I'm gonna go and suffer through, then F it, why should I? First game back, we go 1-0 up on half time. Such a good first half performance, and then we just fall off in the second half. We start initially quite well, but first 10, 15 minutes, even 20 at a push, we did quite well. We've created a few chances. May James had a few chances as well. And then 15 seconds to hang on, and we can't do that. It's just a draw feels like a loss. It feels like a loss. Hull have just won 4-1 at Preston, who are a very half-decent championship side. Luton have won against Peterborough 3-0. Stuck in draw against bloody Blackpool. I thought Matty James and Andy King looked very good. Apart from that, it was alright. All round the shop, it was quite decent. Blackpool didn't really have many chances until the last 5 minutes when they really started to put the pressure on, because they were 1-0 down, obviously. I knew we needed that second goal, just didn't get it, and shock, we concede. Middlesbrough away next, and I don't think we'll get anything from that. Middlesbrough obviously take on Fulham tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Yeah, we're not going to get anything from Neil Warnock, unfortunately. What did Pearson say at half-time in the dressing room? God knows, and this is typical me. I tweeted out earlier today before kickoff of when Barnsley scored a 102nd equaliser, 102nd minute equaliser from the penalty spot, Woodrow, last season against us. Go and concede another late equaliser. I mean, good Christ. Why can't we take our chances? Andy Vyman had a massive chance in the first half. Matty James had a few shots. And then our rotten luck as well. Callum O'Dowda goes off injured in the first half. Should have talked about it at half time. Casey Palmer comes on, he goes off for Sam Bell in the second half. Just utterly pathetic at the backs. We are so weak. We need Callas back with Atkinson. Atkinson was decent. He was one of our best players at half time. He kept Yates quiet. Lavery came on in the second half. Makes an instant impact, and we concede. Shock. Horror. So, I'll not be there for Middlesbrough, obviously. And why should I travel all the way up there just to watch us being beaten 5-0? Probably. Or done by a 90th minute corner again. Well done, Blackpool. Got their first point of the championship season. Them and Hull have started very well. Peterborough lost 3-0 at Luton. I'm not sure how that sets me up for my my prediction thing. I predicted a Hull win, which is call me a genius if you want, but it's not 4-1, was it? But Bristolcity being Bristolcity again. So still our last win away from home. Oh, sorry, just our last win in competitive football was against Birmingham last year. Christ. Yeah. It's going to be a tough season. It's going to be a long season for City. So, yeah, might as well just stick around, I suppose. Enjoy my pain and suffering until we get good again. So, yeah, see you later. Cheers.